Yeah, yo! What up, what up, what up, though? What's going on with y'all, man? You know what it is. It's Matt, Truck Life 914. Happy Thursday morning to y'all, man. Real talk. Happy New Year. I ain't even made no vlog this year. It's the first one for the 2022s, you heard? Listen, I'm gonna go back to something. I want to chop it up real quick about the CB, having a CB in your tractor. Because I touched on it briefly, but I was on the CB this morning. It's Thursday morning. It's 7:30 a.m. I left my yard about 6:30, and I was on I-20 heading west into Atlanta. And what's up, man? And there was a truck in the middle lane that had malfunctioning trailer lights. Trailer lights was blinking on and off, and then it would go off for a moment, and everyone was like, you know, on the CB hollering at him, but apparently the driver did not have a CB in his truck. And a lot of cats will say, oh man, you don't need a CB, it's a distraction or whatever. The CB is not a distraction, it's another tool you can use in your truck. Now, I have a CB in my tractor. I've always had one in it all of my career. I also have one in my personal vehicle, my pickup truck. You know, my dad had one in his car, my aunt had one. It's a tool. And this is for the new drivers. I know a lot of you guys on this channel or just sliding through may be veterans and know about what I'm talking about. But for the new drivers, a CB, you can go to a truck stop and spend under $100 and get yourself a CB with a microphone, because your truck already has the antennas on it, and wire that sucker up in there. Get it. You can even get it peaked and tuned to give it more range and usage. All this could be for under $200 total. That's less than most of y'all pay on Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Less than a gaming console. You know, and the CB is it's a Cobra 29. They have those that are very inexpensive. You got a whole lot of different brands, but I'm just speaking on what I know and what I'm telling you about the reason for having a CB in your truck. Now, this guy's in the middle lane, everybody's kind of key up and holler at him, and he had no CB. I'm going to give you some key points of good reasons to have a CB. Number one is that reason. You're driving down the road and there's a visual malfunction or something wrong with your tractor or trailer that you don't see. Someone to key up and say, hey, you know, westbound, you know, Snyder or whatever we're driving with. Hey man, you got this, that, and the third wrong with your tractor or trailer. You can then pull over and check it out, you know, give them a good look. Another thing, you're driving and all of a sudden you notice that traffic is like damn near coming to a halt. You know, there's brake lights everywhere. You're on a 2 or 3 lane interstate and you know there's something wrong, but you can't figure it out. You know, if you had that CB, you'll even hear the banter, the chat going on. You don't have to talk. You'll hear somebody say, hey man, you know, eastbound rolling, man, y'all got an accident in the median, left lane closed, you need to be in the right lane, or you know, or brake check at mile marker, whatever. That means there's a lot of braking going on. That's another reason. Or vice versa, you could give someone else a heads up what's going on the road or whatever. Another great reason to have a CB. Let's just say you're in some, you know, back road area where you don't have cell phone service or what have you, and you're looking for a truck wash, you're looking for somewhere to park. You know, it's either late night, daytime, whatever the case may be, and you know, if there's other trucks around, whatever, within the range of your CB, you can key up and say, you know, hey, I'm looking for some local information, and you can get that. I know a lot of you young drivers say, nah, I got an app and I got a cell phone and I have all this. Sometimes on the fly when you're rolling, you don't have time to pull that cell phone out, ask Google or Siri or whatever, and pay attention to visually look at that app or at that phone or tablet you have. You can use the daggone CB. You know, I don't know any negative reasons for having a CB. How is it a distraction? Because you can just grab that mic, you know, boom, pull that sucker to your mouth and just start talking on it, and you know, get what you need to get. Now there are, like I said, there's a whole lot of different types of CBs. Right now I'm currently using the Striker SR955 HP. Now this is a high powered 10 meter CB, and I use the Ranger mic, which is the noise canceling mic. Now the stuff I have here is a little bit higher level. Now, all you CB guys who are like deep into it know the Striker 955 HP is not the top of the line CB. It's one of them, you know, but it's a good CB. You know, if you've been out here for a minute, you want something that's banging out. You know, I like to play with mine. I did a test on my CB where I had a guy sitting at a truck stop, and I told him to stay talking to me as I roll out. I'm headed north. He was standing still, and see how far I got. My CB that day reached out at a range of 12 miles. 12 miles behind me, I was still talking with this guy. Now your basic out of the box Cobras probably can reach maybe 2 or 3 miles, but you get it peaked to 2, and you can maybe get a 6. I have one with a linear amp on the back. I got up to 8 miles on that. But with all that being said, man, you know, look into purchasing a CB if you don't know much about them. A lot of these guys you go to, CB shops you'll find, will definitely give you some information and you know, let you know how to properly utilize it, set it up. My first CB, man, the guy put my dials where they were. I took a daggone black Sharpie marker and I marked on there where each knob he turned, where they were sitting at, so I know exactly where they are. Let me show you my Striker. My Striker right now, hell, I go on and I Google, like, okay, you know, good ways to use it, man. I mean, this thing has all type of different options on it. I mean, I can turn the bright up. I could change the color on this thing. I'm not gonna go in here and start messing with my settings and shit and mess it up. I mean, it has the echo reverb on it. I mean, I could change, so I can have this say whatever I wanted to say on there. I mean, you know, it's a great tool. And if you can see in the back, hold up, I have the Cobra. That's a microphone, so when I key up, check. I can go on there and you know, get the speaker going and shit. But yeah, man, you know, it's a great tool to have. If you don't have one, look into getting one, man. It'll help you out a lot. Like I said, especially in traffic jams, especially when it's an accident on the interstate, and when you're just trying to get some good local information about what's going on out there, you know. All right, so this is my 2022 first video public service announcement about why you should get a CB radio in your tractor. Now, if I remember, I'm gonna segue into this or add on and show you guys the one that I have in my pickup truck. And I'm gonna also talk about why do I have a CB in my personal vehicle. Basically, it's the same reasons. It's the same reason why I have it in my tractor. It's the same reason why I have it in my pickup truck, you know. Somebody can say, hey man, you know, I just saw a cop sitting posted up at, you know, mile marker 32, so if you headed westbound, be easy over there, whatever. But that's what it is, man. Yo, man, happy new year. Y'all stay safe, stay good, be good, and all that good stuff. And y'all get back at me. Truck Life 914, and you know I'm gone. Gone. I'm out of here.